The shooting at Santa Fe High School puts guns and security right back in the spotlight. Here this morning are Republican strategist Jackie Bally and Democratic strategist Dallas Jones. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick is saying arm all of the teachers. Is that a viable option?
Governor Dan Patrick is saying a couple of things. Arm the teachers is one. Also, looking at the number of entrances and exits to the schools is another. The Washington Post just released a story, and they had security experts weigh in on his suggestions, and all but one actually agreed with his strategy about limiting the number of entrances and exits to a school. A lot of these schools have multiple entrances. There's no way to really focus on that. And also, to go back to the original point that you brought up about arming the teachers, as a professor at U of H, I would love to be able to carry my gun on campus, but I'm not allowed to. And a lot of these mass shootings, you've seen that people who do have set skills in shooting or members of the NRA have really brought down these shooters in the past. So that's really something that we need to look at as well.
Dallas?
Teachers go to the classroom to teach. We send our children there to learn. To weaponize our teachers and our schools is not the answer. We've had this conversation one too many times, and frankly, I wish I didn't have to be here this morning to have it again. 22 times has this happened in 2018 alone. The answer is to figure out how to ensure that guns are safe, that guns are obtained legally, that guns are being purchased by people. Now, I know what my good friend will say, well, it was his father's gun who bought the gun legally, and therefore, but he had access to the gun, right? And so we have to ensure that we are doing proper background checks, and we're finally passing comprehensive gun reform in this country. That is the answer. We can dance around it as much as we want. It's time to get out of the pocket of the NRA.
Actually, there are laws in place that against what happened. For instance, if your child gets your gun and is not allowed access to your gun, there are already laws in place that we need to make sure are enforced.
But what are we saying? That we can't do better? Are we saying that we cannot do better?
I never said that.
I mean, how often? But
I never said that.
We're talking about video games.
We had 24 mass shootings during Obama's administration. He gave.
This is not about politics.
Let me finish my statement. He gave 24 speeches. We've had 4 under Trump's administration. He has formed a bipartisan committee to look at these issues. He's looking at laws to make sure that certain ages, including the age of this young man, would not be allowed to purchase certain guns. Our current governor is doing the same. He's calling a press conference today, and he is forming a bipartisan committee to look at mental illness checks and also looking at background checks. So we are being active. I'm very proud of our governor. I'm very proud of our lieutenant governor. It's action, it's not words.
This is a bipartisan issue.
Okay, in an open letter, to President Trump, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said, quote, "You were elected to lead. Do something about gun violence. Will something get done, though?"
Absolutely not. We will dance around, and we will hold our press conferences, and we will create our committees that with the appearance of bipartisanship. But until we actually come together and in a meaningful way, it doesn't matter who's sitting in the White House on how many shootings happened under their particular administration. One is one too many. So the reality of it is that let's stop having these conversations and injecting our partisan dialogue in it as we continue to watch Republican and Democratic communities lose children.
Our current president is being very proactive, and I'm very proud of him for that. Our governor, again, is having a press conference. He's going to be very proactive. I'm very proud of him for that. They are showing action. They are showing leadership, and comparison to their predecessors, much more so.
I'm not sure that people of Santa Fe agree with you.
We're going to have to end it there, but thank you so very much for being here, Jackie. And Dallas, your opposing views are very interesting. Thank you so very much.